In this talk, I'd like to share with you how to love, how to love yourself, how to love humanity and every being, and how to love the Creator. You see, it almost sounds silly to share with you, to teach you how to love, when our whole nature, our whole being is nothing but the embodiment of love. And every single person on the planet, there's that divine love. Our nature is divine love. We are the embodiment of love. So here I am trying to teach you, who is the embodiment of love, how to love. That almost sounds silly, you know. But unfortunately in our world, we get caught up by so many things in life and so much delusion and confusion. We get caught up in it that somehow the embodiment of love forgets that it's love, and it actually forgets how to love. Therefore, it causes all sorts of problems in life. It causes all sorts of mental disturbance, mental illness, and that leads to an imbalance in the physical body, and then physical sickness, and of course spiritual non-fulfillment. So I want to teach you how to actually love. Many poetry and talks has been made on this about love, the beauty of love, and the importance of love. But it's very rare. It's very rare that you actually hear of how to actually love. How to love. On my spiritual journey myself, I wondered like, how do I actually love? You know, what do I do? How do I actually love like that? So I want to share with you like how to love. You see, love is not just words. For example, you might say to your dear ones, I love you, my darling, I love you. And in those few seconds, there is love for your loved ones. There's in your heart, there's love like that. And then what happens then after that sentence is it stops. It actually stops. So, like, I love you so much, my darling. See, there's love there, and then it stops. It doesn't quite stop, but it kind of just stays what you call kind of assumed, and it's kind of on the background. What I call kind of passive. It moves to what you call dormant, passive love. So the love's still there for your family, your dear ones, and your loved ones, but it moves into kind of non-active. And when you love others, like active, not just passive, it's much, much more powerful in a sense that it benefits the person much, much more, and it benefits yourself much, much more. So I want to teach you how to do that, like this. See, first thing is I want to teach you how to love yourself. You know, like, so when you love yourself, I guess you got to ask yourself, what do you do? Do you say to yourself, oh, I love myself. I love myself. I mean, what do you actually do? You see? I'll teach you how to love yourself. This is what you do. You imagine, you can't see the spirit in you. With most people can't physically see the spirit in you. Very few people can. So what you do is you try to just feel the spirit in you. And if you can't feel it, you just assume there's a spirit in you. There's a being in you. There's a spirit in you. That's actually you. You are not only flesh and blood. No. That's only the dense part of you. You're actually this spirit. Ultimately, this spirit is the essence of you residing in your body. Like that. So what you do is you assume that spirit is there if you can't see it or feel it. And what you do is you just feel yourself loving that. Like, for example, I'm doing that to myself right now. See, I'm feeling my spirit in my being. And I'm just sending love to that. I'm sending divine love to that spirit right now. Just gently. See, I'm loving that spirit in my being. See, and I can feel that spirit loves it. That my instrument is loving that so much. You see, it loves it. So you basically send love to that spirit. Don't try to think analytical, what's you, what's the spirit, and all that. Don't think about anything. Just simply do it. Just send that love to your spirit. And when you do that, even for 1 minute, that feels amazing. That feels amazing. That feels beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that's how you love yourself. See, that's exactly how you love yourself. So easy. So easy to do. But don't do it for a minute. Don't do it for a minute. Do it every moment you can. Every moment you can. Every spare moment. Every spare moment that you don't have to focus on anything else for your work or whatever. Every gap, if you're at the bus stop, if you're waiting for someone, or whatever you're doing, just a bit of spare time, any a few seconds gap or minutes gap, just direct your love to that spirit in you. You do that. Even a total of half an hour a day, let alone even just many hours. Half an hour a day. You do that half an hour a day, your life will be totally transformed. Absolutely transformed. You don't have to learn anything else in life. Your life will be absolutely transformed. In a sense that it'll clear all your problems. You start to feel this divine power inside you. It awakens the magnificent divine being in you. And the divine package that comes with that. Self-confidence, intuition, insight, gentleness, compassion, goodness, gratefulness, clarity, strength, fearlessness. All this is going to come to you. Now, I want to move one step further than that. So, that's how you love yourself. I've just shown you how to do that. So easy. Anyone can do that. A child can do that. Anyone can do that. Now, the next thing, I guess, way to express that love in you is to love the Creator, to love the Source, to love God. Whatever name you call it, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So what you do, I want to teach you how to do that. So it's the same way that you love yourself. Same way, exactly the same way. You're just directing it to a different aspect of divinity. Before you are directing that love towards your spirit in your being, which is one with the divine spirit. So in some sense, you're directing your love towards the divine essence, the source or God that's actually in you. Now, you're just directing that love to the source outside of you, like that. That's all. So it's not too much change. But I want to show you how to do that. So what I would do is this, or what you would do is this. You just search for that. Search for the Creator for a few seconds, 5 seconds or so, like I'm doing that right now. See, now I found the spirit of the Creator. Now, see, I guess I do this all the time, so I'm used to it. If you're not used to this, then what you do is you just search for the Creator, the Spirit, the supreme being of the whole universe. You search for that, and then you just assume that the Spirit, the supreme being Spirit, hears you, and suddenly shows up. You just assume that. Just assume that, because that's actually true. That's actually true. Immediately, when you actually search for the Supreme Being is everywhere. You see, that being shows up immediately. Hears everything you say, feels you everything, knows everything. So you spend 5 seconds searching for that, and then after that, you assume the Supreme Being shows up, and then after that, you just direct your love to that Supreme Being. So I'm doing that right now to show you how I do it. So coming back to that Supreme Being, I found that Supreme Being, the Spirit. And I'm sending love to that, all my love to that Spirit. And I just mix in just a little bit of what I call adoration or reverence towards that Supreme Being, together with my love for that Supreme Being. So I'm mixing in a little bit of what I call reverence and adoration. So if you look at me, like my being just becomes so peaceful and beautiful, this feeling inside me, straight away. So that's how you love the Supreme Being, like that, you know, how you love the Supreme Being. Of course, you can communicate your feelings to the Supreme Being. For example, as I'm doing that, I can mix in with of looking at the Supreme Being and feel like how beautiful you are, like now. See? Even in those few seconds, even the camera, even the replay, you'll be able to see my face starts to kind of, there's like a magic, there's a spark, there's something beautiful about that. So I just want to show you there how to actually love the Supreme Being and the benefit that you get. Now, this is innate. This is innate. Anyone can do this. Like anyone can do this. No one owns this. This is just natural in our being. We don't have to have any like you don't have to be trained to do this. Anyone can do this. I just shown you how simple that is. Anyone can do this, like this. A child, look, a 5-year-old child. When you explain to the 5-year-old child doesn't know anything too much about life, can easily do this. So anyone can do this. The child doesn't have to have any knowledge, any prerequisite. Okay, now we can do exactly the same thing by directing this love that we have to the whole of humanity. The same way, exactly the same thing. Now, basically, what I do is I just direct my love, and I send the intention that my love is going to reach the whole of humanity. That's all. As simple as that. It's just an intention that my love is going to reach the whole of humanity at the same time, like this. And when I do this, you might be able to even pick it up in you, because you're part of humanity. You might be able to pick up my love, even though I'm not directing it to you individually. I'm just sending to the whole of humanity. You might be able to pick that up in your being, my love. See, I'm just sending that love to the whole of humanity. Just like that, just like that, just like that. Wow, that felt beautiful. If that feels beautiful for me to do that, and humanity, whether they perceive it or not, doesn't matter. But the benefits will go to them. to everybody. So I want to share another beautiful phenomenon about this. You see, when you send love to humanity, the amazing thing is this: when you send love to humanity, not only humanity benefits, but that benefit, actually you feel the benefit as well. So it's like a method that for you to actually awaken that beautiful divine love in you, but you're just doing it in an easy way. That's all. You're directing to humanity, so humanity benefits, but ultimately you benefit. It's just that humanity benefits as well. So it's just a win-win. It's just a win-win like that. So I've shown you so far how to love yourself, actually love yourself. You can do it for 1 minute, you can do it for 2 seconds, you can do it for 1 hour, you can do it for 10 hours. This is easy stuff, this is basic stuff, but incredibly powerful, absolutely incredibly powerful. Will change your life like that. So I've shown you how to love yourself, how to love the source, the creator, how to love humanity, and now I want to finish off by sharing with you how to love an individual like that. Let's say exact same thing, but just directed to one person. For example, I want to send love to you right now. See, what I'm doing is sending to you as an individual, but it's actually there's many of you. But what I am sending my intention is to just you, to one person. But that one person represents many, but it's still you'll be able to feel as one person like that. I'm sending to one person. So, of course, I'm doing this as just a demonstration so that you can pick up and learn how to actually love one person. Send your love towards one specific person. But, of course, in your own life, you can just do that to one person only, not a group of people like that. So I want to show you. So I'm just sending love to you right now. The divine love energy to you right now. See? I'm loving. Try to feel that love. See, I'm just sending that love with all my heart to you. See, it's kind of continuous. Okay, I'll stop there. Just in terms of demonstration. So you can see that that's very different to saying to someone, I love you. See, I can say to you, I love you. So my love is there, I love you. I love you with all my heart. See, I love you with all my heart. See, the love is still coming through, but suddenly it stops. So this technique, this method, you can do for, like I said, 2 seconds. You can do it for 2 minutes. You can do it for 2 hours. You can do it for 20 hours if you wanted to. If you're really like crazy in love with yourself, in love with Creator, in love with humanity, 20 hours. Just joking, just joking. You don't have to do that much. Anyway, I've just shown you the art of loving yourself, the art of loving humanity, the art of loving the Creator. With this, when you start to practice this and live this in your live this in your life, absolutely incredible. Your life will change. Your health will improve. In my opinion, your health will just start to improve. Full on start to improve. Like that. Peace is going to come to you. All great things is going to come to you. Because your energy will no longer dwell in the sickness and fear energy. It's going to, the divine love energy is going to awaken in you and engulf your whole being. And that'll be your new energy field that you enjoy. And anyone who's near you will benefit from that. Anyway, that's what I want to share in this talk. The way to truly love as a practice, not in words but in a verb, in a doing, how to do it.